Hello and welcome, IT-TVGaming here. In today's episode, I'm going to do something very different. Normally, I would just do a random tutorial and ask you to build along, but today I'm going to explain to you each and every step. And also, I'm going to go over what I do to come up with building ideas. First thing you want to decide is what blocks you are going to use. I'm going to use some dark oak wood and maybe some stripped dark oak wood as well. And obviously I'm going to use some mangrove. Once you've decided which blocks you are going to use, we can start thinking about the build itself. Now keep in mind that you want to have at least 3 different colors. Otherwise it's going to look flat and it's not going to pop as much as you want to. So keep that in mind. Okay, now first we need to make the entrance. Now there are many ways to start off a build. I always like to start with the staircase leading to the entrance. So let's add some stairs first. Okay, now let's go back and let's fill this in for now. Doesn't have to be perfect. And now let's think about the sides. So we obviously want to have 2 pillars on the sides, just like that. And I want to have each floor 6 blocks high. So let's go up another 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go back in. So I'm not going to edit too much just because I want to show you each step. So then you can just add this in because we are going to have the doors over here. So let's go back out and this is going to be the entrance. Now there are a couple things you can do. We can add another floor on top, but before we do that, we need to decide how the sides are going to look, right? So let's have a 1 wide window followed with a 2 wide window and another 1 wide window next to it. Okay, let's repeat that over here as well. Just like that. And obviously you want to go back 1 block. I made a mistake over here. Okay, once you got that, let's build this up. Now you don't have to go in this order. You can just lay out everything first and then build everything up, but I'm going to build up everything while we go just to make it easier to follow along. Like I said, we're going to use some mangrove as well, but now we got the sides in. It's very flat, so we need to fix this. To do that, we're going to go in 2 blocks just like this. Let's do the same thing over here and let's just build it all the way up. Here we go. Now we got at least some more depth going forward. After that we can just add 2 blocks or 3 just to go out a little bit more, and then we can just use this as some towers later on. So let's build this in as well. And the reason why I do this is you want to work with some depth. You don't want to have a flat house, okay? You want to make it pop. So the easiest way to do that is working with different heights and depths. Here we can just go multiple ways. What I'd like to do often is just to make another pillar going up, but this time I'm going to use a different block. Well, although it's slightly different, but it will definitely help. So let's go for this one. Then we're going to go in. Now here you can just decide how you are going to do it. I'm going to make 2 1 wide windows, but you can definitely change this up as you want to. Okay, let's add another pillar over here as well. Going up. Now we've got that in place. Let's actually repeat that over here as well. Okay, let's build this side up. Now, I am actually pretty happy with how this looks already, but still we have the sides. Now, what I like to do for the sides is I like to finish this pillar shape first. Well, actually the tower first. Then go up. Okay, now we can just go back out again with 2 blocks, so that we are actually in line with this. Once you're at this point, you can just make simple windows. So for the windows this time, I'm going to use the regular wood. Here you can just go out 2 blocks maybe and have a 2 wide window. You can make it 3 wide, it doesn't really matter. Okay, once you're done with them, what we're going to do is we're going to build a straight wall. So you just want to go out 2 blocks, then we're going to go in 4 blocks and build it all up. Just like that. And then just one more time, we're going to go in and have a window which is 2 blocks wide. Then go all the way up again. After that, again, we're going to have a wall. So you just want to build this up. Have a wall again, which is 4 blocks wide. Another pillar on the side. So we got this on this side. Well, so we need to go back in 1 more block. Okay, once you're done with that, you can just simply repeat the same window shape 1 more time. After that, we need to go back in 1, 2. Now we are in line with this, so which means we need to go back 1 more. And then we are actually in line with this tower over there. So let's grab the stripped dark oak wood. Let's build it up. Have 2 1 wide windows. Build it in. Then we're going to go back in 2 blocks. After that, you can just go in 2 more and build it up. Now once you're done with that, you should perfectly line up with this window over here. So 1 wide, 2 wide, and another 1 wide block. And after that, you can just simply build it all up. Okay, for the entrance, what you want to do is you want to have another window, or what I like to do is just to have a simple wall. So if you make a wall which is 4 blocks wide, it should perfectly cover the entrance. Okay, now let's build this up. And after that, we can just repeat the same window over here. I made a mistake, which happens. Okay, now let's go back in and let's have a wall over here. Here we go. Now this should perfectly line up. Now as you can see, the backside looks a little bit different than the entrance area. That is actually on purpose. So we're going to repeat the same shape over here as well. So that means we need to follow along this side. So we're going to go back in 3 blocks in total. Just like this. After that, you want to have a 2 wide window. Over here though, we are going to do the exact same thing as we've done over there. So you just want to go in 2 blocks. That. You can see this is going to line up perfectly once we add 1 more row. After that, you want to have a 2 wide window going up. Then we're going to go in Over here, we're going to go into blocks. Then we're going to have a wall, which is 4 blocks wide again. It is actually repeating the same thing over and over again. But this is how I like to come up with some building ideas. You can definitely play with this as you want to. Then let's go back in. This lines up with that, so let's have another 2 wide window. And then another pillar going up over here, and this is going to line up perfectly once more. So then you just want to have, okay, then over here we need to go in 1 more row. As you can see, this is going to be this pillar. And once you're done with that, it should perfectly line up. And after that, you can just fill this in with 4 blocks and go all the way up. Okay, now this is actually what you want to do for 1 floor. Now, what if you want to build another floor on top? The easiest way to do that is actually counting how many blocks you have over here. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got 8 in total. So we are going to keep the same height. So let's build up each pillar first. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now let's build each one up. Now I'm going to fast forward to this so you don't have to watch me putting each pillar in, but you get the idea. You just want to build up each 1, 2, 3. Now once you got each pillar, what we're going to do is we're going to build up the windows. And before we even do that, I want to replace these 2 pillars. And then let's build this up so it is actually in line with that. Let's do it over here as well. Here we go. It starts to look great already. Now we need to build in the windows, and that is actually the simplest thing to do. You just want to have the same window shape. So you just want to build everything up and then make the same window once more. So let me quickly show you all of this as well. Now for the entrance, what I'm going to do now is a little bit different. So let's have some stairs first. Then on the back side, we're going to build in the windows. So we're going to have a 2 wide window just simply over there. Let's actually divide this in multiple areas just to make this a little bit different. Just like that. Okay, now let's get the rest of the windows in as well. Now, once you got each window in, the next step is to decide how you are going to decorate the windows. Now, I often like to use the same design all over this house. So the first thing what I want to do is to gather some more blocks. So I like to use some lanterns, and let's actually use some white glass pane for this example. So to start off, I always like to add some stairs for the windows itself, just like this. And then for the glass, I'm going to go for the white glass pane. now we got the mangrove in. So what I'd like to do is I want to add some fences on the sides going up as well. Just like that. Then let's replace the sides with some lanterns just to light this up. And this is actually what I'm going to do for the whole mansion. So again, you just want to go in with some stairs, go up. You get the idea. You just want to repeat the same thing all the way around. Here we go. Now you can even go ahead and use some different blocks, but I like to use the mangrove with the dark oak wood because it actually looks very nice. Here we go. And don't worry about this. We are going to add another block going across just to get rid of this reddish look. Okay, so first let's get each window in place. And what you want to do for the side walls, let me explain that as well, is you want to go in line and add your stairs, and we're going to decorate this a little bit later, and it's going to look a little bit different than the rest of this house. Okay, so let's get each and every window in place. Here we're going to place some glass only, so let's place the glass in. Now once we're done with each window, it should look like this. And as you can see, we still have a lot of work to do because this is too much red. Okay, we need to fix this. So let me actually show you one wall. And let's actually go for the 4 white walls on the sides. So what we are going to do is quite simple. You want to add some upside down stairs. Then add some iron bars. This time you just want to go up with some ladders on the sides. Let's actually do it over here as well. Then you want to take the dark oak fence and go up like this. Okay, we are going to do this for each one. Here we go. Now on the 3 side walls, what we are going to do is actually a little bit similar, but this time we are going to go in again with some iron bars and some stairs. But now you just want to go in 1 block wide with your oak fences, dark oak fences like this. Okay, and all the other sides are going to look exactly like this. And here we go. That is going to be it. Now we still need to do a couple more things, but before we do anything else, let's get the entrance in. I'm going to use some spruce doors for this, so let's add it in. Now let's go back out with some dark oak stairs. Going across like that. Now let's add in some iron bars as well, just to give this a little more depth. As you can see, this still looks a little bit flat, so to fix that, we're going to add some stairs again. But this time we're going to add it on the pillars. So let's add it in, going all the way around. Then we're going to do the same thing underneath. And then on top as well. Then take some dark oak slabs and we're going to go all the way around. So let's start off with this one. Go. Now let's do the same thing on top as well. Here we go. Now I still want to add some more things to the pillars, so you just want to go up with some dark oak fences and add it in. And let's do this only on these 2 sides. Okay, now I actually start to like how this looks already. Let's add some fences over here. And let's add some lanterns again, but this time let's add a couple more lanterns. Just to give this a little bit more a different look than the rest of it. Over here we're going to go up, some fences again, and leave it as it is. Okay, now I want to add some trapdoors as well, so let's add it in, going across. Here we go, just to give this a little bit modern look. Okay, now once you're done with that, you want to go continue out and go all the way around. Now once you are at this point, you can just replace this with a stair so that this doesn't look that weird. Let's do the same thing over on this side. Just go simply all the way around. Now let's add another row on top as well. So you just want to go across on the edge of the roof and go all the way around. Once that is in place, what we're going to do is we're going to add the roof. Now for the roof, I'm going to use some Deepslate tile stairs. You can go for the Deepslate brick stairs if you want to. To start off, I'm going to add 1 row in, and after that I'm going to add some planks on the back side, just to make it easier to get the second row. Okay, once you are done with one row, like I said, you just want to add some full blocks on the back side. This will make it much easier to get the second row in. Okay, now let's add another row of full blocks on the back side. Okay, let's go in again with some stairs. Here we go. Now let's add another row on top. But this time I want to take some slabs as well, because we're going to add some slabs on top of this. But I will show you that a little bit later on. Okay, now we're going to work with some slabs. So the easiest way to do this is just to add some slabs so that you have 2 blocks. And then you can just simply go ahead and place your roof in again. Okay, so just let's go straight across. Then let's go back and add some slabs. This way we can just simply continue on without worrying about the... Now on this side again, simply you just want to go in and go across from here and add 3 slabs and continue on. Okay, now as you can see, we got a decent roof already. Once you are done, what you want to do is you want to cover this all up with some slabs. And we still need a lovely garden. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in 2 blocks from the sides and go in 4 blocks in total. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do the same thing over here. Let's go back in. Then let's go back in 1 more block from each side. Go out 2 more. Okay, and then we're going to go all the way around with the leaves. So you want to make sure that you have at least 5 or 6 blocks of space and just go all the way around. Here we go. Now again, we are going to decorate this a little bit more later on. So now let's add some leaves underneath the windows as well. Going across. We are going to do that all the way around. Let's replace the floor with some mangrove woods. So we're going to do this for the entrance. And for the remaining areas, you just want to replace it with some smooth stone. And here we go. Now in the next episode, we're going to focus more on the garden and we are going to work on the interior as well. So if you have suggestions for that, let me know in the comment section and hopefully you all enjoyed this. And if you did, please leave a like and subscribe. Have a nice day. See you the next time.